Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Dot, and I'm the founder and creator of Press Bay Nail Co. And today's video is all about packaging and labels and how you can design and print your own labels from home. So ultimately, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what we're working towards, because we're going to do a step-by-step tutorial today on how I designed and printed my own custom labels at home. And I'm also going to show you my custom boxes that I got printed somewhere else, but I also made, I designed it at home, but ultimately got it printed somewhere else. So this is the first sneak peek. This is our monomer. As you know, we are a nail company and we do sell acrylic powder and monomer. So this is the label that I designed and printed at home. This is the front, very cutesy, very demure. And on the back, also very professional and very cutesy as well. So yes, get into it. And I'm gonna show you how you can do this for yourself if you would like to. We're also gonna go into how I created custom stickers for my business that just has our brand name in our website. So very cute. And also our labels for our acrylic jars, the names of the acrylic powders. So all of this was done at home. I designed and printed these at home. And when it comes to my packaging, so my overall box, I did design that at home, but I did not print it at home. These are our custom boxes. It has our logo, it has the brand name, and it's printed on a box with our brand colors. That's it. In today's video, we're gonna spill all the tea on all of that, how I did the labels and how I designed the boxes. But before we get into our step-by-step tutorial, I do just want to give you a few tips, pro tips that you need to just keep in mind when you're doing the packaging and label design and print process. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your product can withstand and your packaging can withstand the transit process. So that may mean that you need to include shrink wrap or bubble wrap or the popcorn pieces in there. So you might have to include a little more in when you're packaging the product to make sure that it is safe. And if you have any questions on ways to make sure that your product is safe, just leave that comment below and I'll be more than happy to spill the tea on that, because I had to go through a couple of different iterations before I got to a place where I'm like, okay, I feel like my product is actually safe. And that brings us to tip number 2, which would be to keep the cost as low as possible, especially when you're starting out. So packaging is important and we do want to invest in it, but there are ways that you can keep the cost low. The first would be to just buy brown boxes or white boxes, plain boxes from Amazon or other large wholesalers, and just get custom stickers. So you can also design and print custom stickers at home, or you can outsource that, get the printing done somewhere else, but you can just save money on the boxes if you have a plain box and you just want to have custom stickers or even custom tape, things like that. Another tip that you can do, that you can incorporate when you're trying to save on packaging, is to buy in bulk. And ultimately, it's like a cost savings in the long run. So this is like a long-term cost savings, not necessarily a right now cost savings. So if you think about it, if you buy 20 boxes from Amazon and they're $1 a piece, you're ultimately spending $20. So right now you're spending $20, but that unit cost is $1. So that's ultimately higher than you can get at other places. So let's say you buy 50 boxes and each of them are 50 cents. Ultimately, you're spending more up front, but in the long run, you're saving because your unit cost is lower. So if you have questions about that, again, leave a comment below. More than happy to explain that further. Another tip for keeping the cost low is to reuse the packaging that you're already getting from your supplier. So when you think, for example, if you're buying 100 pieces of something, that supplier ultimately has to make sure that product gets to you safely. So they have to package it in some way. So a lot of the times they'll individually wrap these items, or they'll put like popcorn in there, or they'll put certain things in there to make sure that the package is safe when it's coming to you. And you can reuse that stuff, girl. Reuse it, okay? Don't throw it away. If it's viable and it, it's good enough, then you can use it, especially if it's individually wrapped for each particular product that you have. So that's something that I want to make sure that you guys don't forget, is to reuse the packaging that your vendor is already sending to you with the products that you're ordering. You've paid for it already anyway, no need to pay for it twice. Okay, very good. Another pro tip that I have is to look at what your competitors are doing in terms of packaging. And also it can help reduce some of the angst around ordering samples and what you need to order the sample for. So let's say, for instance, you get something from your competitor and it's a certain size and it opens in a certain way, and you're like, okay, this is what I want for my business. You already have the dimensions, you already have kind of the utility of it, how you want it to function. So when you go to your vendors, you can have a full list. Okay, these are the 5 things that I must have in my packaging that you were able to derive from your competitors' packaging. So pay attention to what your competitors are doing. If you're going into a market and all of your 10 competitors have the exact same packaging in terms of utility, not how it looks, but how it functions, that might mean that that's the best packaging for that particular product. So when you think about, let's just say, lotion, for example. Now we've gotten to a point that a lot of the lotions on the market, they have the pump, because people like to ultimately pump the lotion into their hand and keep it moving. So we've deduced that this is a good packaging for lotion. So things like that, like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to packaging. Of course, you want to tailor it to your brand style, your brand color, and you want it to, you know, resonate with your particular audience. But when it comes to like the utility and the function of it, girl, sometimes you just have to go what works, okay? And there's no problem with that, okay? The goal is to make a product that your customers will want. We don't necessarily have to completely reinvent the wheel. And the last thing I just want to stress is that packaging is so important. It is the first impression of your product, of your business, to a customer that has purchased this. So there's one thing for them to get the first impression from your social media, from your marketing pages, or from your website. But when the product ultimately arrives to their home, you want to make sure they still have that good feeling about your brand. We all have a story where we see something online and we're like, oh, I love this, and then you order it and it gets to you and you're like, oh, this look a little janky. Like, this is not look how I thought it would look. I will never forget, I ordered one from a very large acrylic brand. This was before I started my business. This is when I was just doing nails. And I got the product and it was so underwhelming. The jar had cracked and there was acrylic all over the place and it just looked messy. It just looked like they didn't care. They didn't take the time to package it well and to make sure that I had a good first impression of their brand. So for larger brands, they might not get such a lot of backlash about that because they're already a large brand. But for small business owners, everything is important. You guys know that people criticize us way more than they would bigger brands. So we have to pay more attention to how our brand makes our customers feel when it ultimately arrives to their door. So at the end of the day, we gotta work twice as hard to get half as much. Y'all know what I mean. Let's jump right into our step-by-step tutorial. And today I'm drinking just regular coffee with a little bit of almond milk and a little bit of brown sugar. I'm a very boring girly when it comes to coffee, so I'm trying to spice it up for the fall. So if you have any coffee suggestions, please leave them below. I do like pumpkin spice, so sometimes I'll throw in a little, you know, pumpkin spice flavor. But I'm just so boring. I'm a black coffee, a little bit of almond milk, and a little bit of sugar, and brown sugar. It has to be brown sugar. But I'm trying to switch it up. So if you have any tips, let your girl know, okay? All right, let's jump right into the tutorial. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go to canva.com. So I'm just going to enter that here. And you will reach this page, and I'm going to go as if I'm signing up for a new account just in case you do not have one. So I'm going to click sign up here. I'm going to continue with my email, and then I'm going to put my email in here, hit continue, and then they're going to ask you for a code. All right, and look how quick and easy that was. And you are now signed up. So now I'm actually going to switch to my real account so I can show you kind of where I started from, and it'll be a little bit easier to go into it. But if you want a full tutorial on just how to navigate Canva in general, be sure to leave a comment below, and I'd be happy to do that for you guys. Okay, and now so we're gonna just start with how I did the custom sticker. And like I said, you can use this if you buy the brown or white boxes, or if you have custom boxes already and you just want to add an extra layer. This can go on the individual product or the box. It can go anywhere really. So I want to tell you that I started this already knowing the size of the label that I had in mind. So let me back up a little bit. With this, I did get these custom labels from onlinelabels.com. You can also go to avery.com. They also have pre-made labels. You will want to know what size labels you're starting with, so you can just measure your actual product or whatever you need to know what size labels. They come in a variety of different sizes, and maybe we'll go into the different sizes as well. I think that's a good idea for me to show you the Online Labels product and all of the different sizes that they have. Okay, so let's just say you want to create a new design. So we're going to do, and this meaning you already know the size of your label that you want it to be. So we're going to create a design, and then we're going to say custom size, and you can put this in px, which is pixels, I believe, inches, millimeters, or centimeters. So let's just say we're doing inches, and we want 1.5 by 1.5, and then you will create a new design. So now you have created a new design that is 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch because you've already gone to onlinelabels.com or avery.com, and this is the size of the label that they already have. So with this method, you will have to work with the dimensions of the labels that these companies already have. I found that that's the easiest. But they have so many options that you're usually able to find one that's the correct size that you need. You're gonna go to Elements, and once you click on Elements, you'll go to Shapes, and then you can do, we want a circle because this is going to be a circle sticker. So I'm just going to search circle. Okay, and we have this circle here. And we're going to make this the size of the entire square because that's how these labels work. And then we're going to say, you can change the color here. Let's just say I want black. And we can change the opacity, the transparency, make it a little bit lighter so you can see the word. So it's actually gray now, but let's just say for instance you were doing like a blue label and you want it there. The transparency, you're going up and down, you know, it kind of changes the color, but we want it a little bit lighter just so you can see the text. And let's say we want another one that is black to kind of give it a border. So let's make that one that. So we want this to be black, and then we want this to be behind the other one. Okay, here we go. So we want this to be the border, so we're going to right click that, and we're going to do layer, and we're going to send that to the back. Okay, and it is super dark. So let's make this one more transparent actually. And that's the thing about Canva, you just kind of have to play with it. And for this one, since we want it light, let's just change the color. Since we're having, oh, this is kind of pretty. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's just go with this. And let's just say now you want to add some text on it. Let's say, And one thing I will say about Canva is it is easier if you just do the brand kit, and I think that comes with the pro account. So you might have to sign up for the pro account, but for today I'm just trying to do the very basic and free version for my girlies that are just getting started, or my gents, my girlies or my gents that are just getting started. So I want to show you guys what you can do on the free version. I will add this in here. Let's just say our business is called what's a good company? Let's just say friendly products. I don't know. And let's say we want to change the font, so we would go there. There's so many fonts just available even on the free version. Let's try this one. Okay, excellent. And so we'll make that bigger. We'll put that there. Friendly products. Let's just say, so I just did Control C, and then I'm going to do Control V. That's just copying it and pasting the same thing. So if you want to use the same font, and let's just say our website is friendly brand.com. We want to make this smaller. What I'm trying to do is copy this and put this down here to say thank you for your purchase. And that's it. Let's just say this is what we want. Let's make this a little smaller. Thank you for your purchase. And let's say you have a logo. Let's see if I can upload something. And I did upload a Press Bay logo. So I'm just going to put this in here just so you can kind of see that you can upload your logo on here. And we'll make that a little bit smaller. Okay. And just see how simple and easy that was. Like, that literally took, what, 5 minutes to just design this custom sticker. And of course you can go into different colors and different fonts and things like that, but I just wanted to keep it simple for the purposes of this tutorial. So I'm going to go and show you the one that I actually designed. So this is the one that I actually designed. I think it was a 2-inch sticker, but you can see how I did the same thing. I have a border, it's in gray. I have my brand color, which is in purple. I uploaded this. So the logo and my brand name, I have it as a image already. So I did that as an upload. This is a text field. I can show you how I can change this font if I'd like. So I just clicked on the font there, and these are ones that I have used. As you can see in here where I talked about brand kits, my primary brand kit, I have these colors. I'm sorry, I have these fonts on my primary brand kit, but let's just say I want to switch it up and I want to make this, let's say this font, Noto Serif. I can change that super easily. Let's just say my website has changed. Now it's just pressbaynails.com. I can save that there. Super easy to change, super easy to customize. And after you're done here, so I'm going to go back to our other sticker and show you how to download that. So here we're back into our test account with our test sticker that just says thank you for your purchase. And what you're going to do here is you're going to hit share, and then you're going to hit download here. And with these stickers, you can make it a transparent background or not. So a transparent background just means that you do not have this white box on the edges. So if you want to remove the white box on the edges, you will do the transparent background. But if you want the white box on the edges, you will not. But for the purposes of this, we're trying to put this on a sticker. We do not want that background. So we're going to do the transparent background. Ooh, is this a pro? Ooh, so in order to do the transparent background, you do have to pay for the Canva Pro. And I think right now, I think it's $9.99 a month. So let's just do it with no transparent background. So I'm going to download, and I'm going to keep everything the same. It's going to be a PNG file. You can do a JPEG, but I'm just going to keep it with the PNG. And then I'll download that. And it is downloading. Excellent. And it'll ask you where you want to save it. And then you'll just hit save. And now I'm going to take you into the online labels platform, which is where I ordered mine. And again, onlinelabels.com or Avery, those are very good brands to do this with. Okay, so let's just see, you want the blank labels. You can also do custom labels, and this is where you will design it in their platform and they will print it for you. But of course that comes with an additional cost. So for the purposes of today's video, we're going to do blank. And you can do it by size. So let's just start with the size option. And let's see what options we have. So for ours, I think we did 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So you'll just do the filter here. Then you want it at 1.5, and you want the height also at 1.5 inches. Uh-oh, too small. All right, and then you'll do shape, and we want circles. And this is probably the exact one that I bought, the 1.5 inch circle. So you'll do choose options. And there's so many different types of materials you can get on here, which I love. So if you want it to be white, you can have it white. You can have it like white matte. You can have gloss. And it tells you what type of one you should select for the type of printer that you have. So I believe I have an inkjet printer. So I had to choose the option that was best for the inkjet printers. And I won't get into printers in this video, but if you do have any questions about the particular printer that I purchased, it is HP. If you want the exact type, I can give that to you. I don't have it at top of mind right now, but just leave a comment below and I'll be more than happy to let you know what type of printer I got. So let's just say you want, so let's go through the whole options. So we have weatherproof. We have aggressive white matte. I have no idea what that means. We have clear gloss laser, clear gloss inkjet. They have a couple with colors with the foil. I haven't tried those yet. And then there's just so many. Then they have some colors on here. True purple. I don't think they had this when I was printing these. So I probably would have ordered those. So for the purposes of this video, let's just select standard white matte. Whatever. And then it'll show you, it'll ask you how many sheets do you want to buy. So as you can see, and I alluded to this before with buying in bulk, if you want the unit cost to be lower, you have to buy more. So for 100 sheets, which is 3,000 labels, which is a lot. That's a lot to start out with. But the unit cost is going to be about 21 cents per sheet. That's per sheet, not per label. But let's just say you're just starting out. Let's just do 10 sheets. Okay. And then you'll add that to cart. Easy peasy. Continue shopping. One thing I do want to mention is, let's say you've ordered these, they've come to your home and you're ready to start printing. I would recommend to printing these on a regular sheet as opposed to a regular sheet with regular paper first, just to test it out, and then printing directly on the labels. These labels are expensive, so we don't want to waste them. So one of the things that we did that I wanted to go over with you all is the printing for our monomer labels. So this is a monomer label. So with these, let's just say I'm starting this from scratch. Let's add a new page, and I did the size. So I knew for this, the size I needed was 2 by 5 inches. So 5 inches long, 2 inches wide. So that's why the square is this size. So let's say I want to add a element, a shape. I believe, let's see. So I believe I did, maybe it was this one. and then I just stretched it out. You just stretch it out to what you need. Okay. And then we have that. And then you see that it is completely opaque, but I just wanted that as the border. But I ultimately want it white in the inside. So I'm gonna add another shape on top, which is gonna be just a regular square. Again, let's put this all the way up. I believe that I have, let's see what I did before. I had a little space on the edges. So let's put that in a little bit. And when I'm doing this, of course, I'm going to be very detailed and, you know, super careful about my lines and my edges. But I'm just trying to show you guys. And then I'm going to click the color. I'm going to make this white. And then now we have the perimeter of it. And then for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to oh, and then if you want to add just a little border in the middle, not really a border, but like a block of space in the middle with your color, I'm going to do that next. Let's see, that looks like it was a regular square. So I'm going to add another square, and it's already, see, they know me on here. They already have my colors, y'all. They know me. I'm a frequent flyer on this here. So that's how you can add something in the middle to put your name on it. And let's just do text. Let me just add a quick text box. And we said we are friendly products. So I'm gonna put that here. I can make that a little bit smaller. Drag that down. Very good. Let's say I want to put my logo on here. So I'm just gonna put that on here. Actually, we're friendly products. So we're friendly products. So I'm gonna just put that here. Just for purposes of this video. Let's say we want to say this is friendly products. This is the natural hair care. I'm just going with it at this point, guys. Natural, I cannot spell, natural hair care. And okay, if you got into this point of the video, I'm just put in something for my girls that stayed and my gents that stayed. The next video is going to be all about vendors, and a part of the vendor list are ways where you can start your own hair care line. So I'm gonna just put that shameless plug in there. So go ahead, like and subscribe so you'll be ready for the next video if you want that full vendor list. And that concludes the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you had any questions about the tutorial that I dropped today, be sure to leave a comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.